Oh, look, he loves you. He's gay for you. Look at how happy he is. What would you do if you found out that he was female?
I mean, he talks like a guy, but it is a robot.
Right, because that was one of...
If I found out it was female, I'd be like, oh, look at that camel toe.
Yeah, that's a vagina.
Look at that camel toe.
Those just like big balls just stuck to the inside of his
God
legs.
damn it. Are we
Like he's been
recording
sitting on a hot
this?
couch.
This should have been something we started with.
I started a while ago.
Fuck.
That's fucking hilarious. Look at... He's like shocked. He's like, yeah, I've got a vagina.
I guess we're recording up to an hour.
Oh my gosh, have you ever seen
So
the eat ass
I
thing?
clicked start. Does it start?
That's okay. Yeah.
Fucking, if you found out
Have you ever
this
seen-
robot was a female.
Have you ever seen the picture where the guy does this? He's like, eat ass.
No.
And it's like a 10-year-old kid.
I've not seen that. No.
And it's so funny. It's just a picture of going, uh-huh.
There's a
This
lot
is
of
eat
shit I
ass.
haven't seen since I moved in with you guys. And then now I've seen it.
I'll show you. Yeah, there's...
There's like...
If you want to be caught up with the dank memes, we'll
God.
tell you, but don't ever tell your kids that this is what you were doing.
I don't have kids, so that'll be easy.
Well, I mean, all your children. All your children. Because when I have kids, I want...
How many do I have?
I don't know how many girlfriends you
How
had.
many kids do I have? How many girlfriends do I have? How many kids and girlfriends do I not know about that I have?
Are those two different things or the same thing?
True question. You're asking the real questions. I don't even know.
The same thing or two different
Am I
things?
dating one of my children?
What do you mean one of? How many kids do you have, Gary? You're
I'm dating
all of
more of them?
All of them.
Wow.
How many
this
kids
is
do you
getting
have?
Deep. Wow.
Your deep lore. It's the plot's thickening.
That was- Fuck.
It's because people don't talk about being deep, man. So you're not in squads then.
No, you're not.
He has weird one eye. I don't get the one eye thing.
That would make it you be able to less see. I
see
said that
less?
backwards. See less. Yes. That
Yeah,
means-
did you know that some spiders, though they have 8 eyes, some of them have 6 and some of them have 2, the ones with less eyes can see better than the ones with, like, 8 eyes.
Did you want to know that they all see badly under a foot?
I don't think they see much under a foot.
Well, that's why I meant they see badly.
You remind me of Tony's bad joke. So do you remember the joke where it's like, what's the last thing a mosquito sees before it hits the windshield?
It depends on the windshield.
Its own ass.
Is it tilted? Tilted? Is it tinted?
I'm tilted.
I am fucking tired today. God damn. Can't even
No.
speak.
So he says that the mosquito sees his ass as the last thing his ass goes through his head, right?
Oh, but the head's already... Okay.
I know, but that's the joke that Tony... That's why I said it was a shitty joke, because it
Alright.
doesn't make much sense. Do you remember all of his, like, shitty jokes? There was one where he called me a dummy for, like, 3 days in a row, and I didn't realize what he was
He
saying.
called you a dummy.
He did, and I was like, I don't understand why you saying that, and then I understood what he was saying, and I was like, that's really rude, bruh. What's with the candles? Is this, like, a love scene in
Well,
here?
this is the Halloween update, remember? This is the Halloween game mode.
Are candles scary? Are people... This looks romantic.
Oh, they are red. I do see the romantic part.
Yeah, like, if... I guess green, or, like, orange would work, but, like, black candles, maybe?
Weird thing, orange and purple are
Really nice
becoming more Halloween to people.
Mm.
I
You
don't
wanna know why?
understand why. Like, it was
Because
never
yellow and
orange
purple are contrary colors, or whatever. They're the colors that are opposite on the color wheel.
Yellow and purple? Okay, so what do they have to do with each other, though?
Because they're opposite colors, they go best together. So green and red are opposite colors.
I said orange and
Right?
purple.
I know. I'm explaining. So green and red
Oh, I see.
are opposite
Yeah.
colors, so they go really well together.
Dum,
That's
dum,
why they're the
dum.
Christmas colors. And then the Easter colors are purple and yellow, and green and orange. Because purple goes really well with the things that are on each side of the yellow, right? Because it would go orange, yellow, green in the circle, right?
Of course.
Are you even listening?
I am listening, and that's why I said of course.
Oh, I thought you were just saying that. 'Cause
Oh, I meant of course, as in of course that's how it
you
must
act like
work.
you knew this. When did you do art?
When did I do art? I did do a little bit of art in visual communications.
No, I meant art. Like, when they sit
It
you
was
down.
art in the sense of
and you, like, sniffed Elmer's glue?
I played in Adobe Illustrator.
No, when you sniff, you remember
It's called
Elmer's glue?
Illustrator, Sarah.
Have
I
you done-
illustrated. Is that
That's
not
not art, no.
Does that not count
No.
to you?
No.
How?
When you get your hands dirty.
My hands were dirty. You don't know where
Did
those
you
mice
kill a
have
man?
been. It was high school. No one washes
Oh
their
my
hands,
god, those
right?
mice would be grody.
That's what I'm saying. I got my hands so dirty, dude.
That's so disgusting.
So dirty.
I always wonder, like, if guys don't wash their hands, every time they shake hands, aren't they just touching each other's dicks?
Didn't you know that?
Is that like a power move?
I think I can't. I don't listen to these facts. You know that like some people look up strange facts and they find those interesting. I didn't find this interesting. I found it disgusting. It was like when you pee in a urinal standing up for guys, of course. Don't pee in a urinal standing up for a woman. I wouldn't
bend over,
recognize that.
pointing, like over, doing tricks and shit.
I wouldn't recommend that, ladies. But fucking, you pee on your shoes.
Yeah, you do. Because the sprinkle.
And it was like, it said close to half of guys do not wash their hands in the bathroom.
You want to know why it's close to half? Because it's over 50%.
And I remember hearing that, like watching a video on YouTube and people were talking, just shit. Just whatever they wanted to talk about. And the next day, I go in, one of the nice people, like one of the nicer guys, I totally noticed him not wash his hands. I was like,
yeah.
Wow.
Did you know Grandma and Grandpa Cole don't wash their hands?
You were full holding your thing, and you just walked right out.
Well, that's because
you looked at me, and I looked at you, and you watched me watch you not
wash your hand. That's a power move. I think it's a power move because every time you have to...
That's not what I
No,
call
because
that.
if he had to use both hands,
that.
that's a power move. If he had to use like 2 fingers, it's not a power move. That one's embarrassing. But if you use like 2 full hands just to pee, that's a power move, man.
I'm gonna be honest, Sarah. I don't think you know how.
You wouldn't feel threatened if a man had like his dick rubbed on his hands and he went to shake your hand and you had to shake his hand. You're touching his weenie.
Sarah, I would be disappointed in you if you thought if you didn't know how to pee with your own penis.
I assume that you use one hand.
Well, first of all, I'd be...
Do you have to use 2 hands?
No,
You're
Sarah,
like gonna get lost?
Sarah, I'd be surprised that you have a penis, first of all. Second of all,
would you be that
you
surprised?
don't need a full hand to pee.
You don't need like 1 finger. I was making a micro penis joke. So whose bones are those? Give me a hypothetical.
What do you mean?
One of those, like, if you had to live in a world like this, would you? Or if you had to make a choice between this and this.
A hypothetical.
Yeah, like, I'll give you one. I'll give you one. If you gotta go back in time, but you had to come back here in 5 minutes after you travel in time. You only have 5 minutes to travel in time. And the teleporter will take you exactly where you want to go. Not just when you want to go, but where you want to go. So if you wanted to go to Germany or something, you would get 5 minutes in Germany. Do whatever you wanted. Where would you go? You go to Germany, you go to France, and you can go anytime. So if you wanted to go to France in, like, I don't know, the 1600s or some shit, you could do that. But you'd only have 5 minutes, but that's plenty of time to die.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really interested in time travel. Never have been. But 5 minutes to go anywhere back in time? Well, fuck history.
Oh my god, you know what I would do?
I live now.
You know what I would... Okay, I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm sick of social class, but if I had to choose...
Sick social. Social's so sick, bro.
If I had to choose, I don't know. I'd only choose something that was different. Whenever in time I went, just to see it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, if I only had 5 minutes, I'd just go somewhere to be there
kill
and
somebody
be like,
or meet somebody. Just go to Everest for 5 minutes. You're not gonna die in that 5 minutes if you're like not all the way at the top.
Well, I meant like basically what you're saying is I can go anywhere for 5 minutes at any point in time. So it's like
you could go to Atlantis if you could. You know, if you thought Atlantis was there.
I don't think so.
No, me neither. But I'm saying you could,
do that.
Right? Like if you wanted to meet Hitler, you could meet Hitler, but you might die in the 5 minutes that you're there.
I don't think.
Right, but you could see like you could see the Grand Canyon. You can see shit that we're never gonna see because we don't travel or.
Well, I'm like the significance of time travel in this scenario. It's not like you can go anywhere for 5 minutes. You're saying I can go anywhere at a certain point in time. So to me, the real
anywhere,
way...
anytime
let me
for
finish,
5 minutes.
Like the real... How you actually get full value out of what you're asking is go back somewhere that changes when it's now. You know what I mean? Like if Mount Everett's flooded, I could go back in time to when it wasn't flooded and see it like that, and I'd be like, cool.
Yes.
Right? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so like
the only problem I have with that is I don't know what places are like that.
Like say your mom died. Just suddenly. But there was stuff you still wanted to resolve.
Fuck that.
You wouldn't go back like 10 days just to see her before she died? Like what if your best friend got hit by a car? Would you save that to save your friend? Or is that like fate? You know? Or would you just go fucking be like, you don't fuck these dead people, I want to see Mount Everest?
I think fucking with time travel is a horrible thing. Don't ever do it.
Do you believe in the butterfly effect?
What do you mean?
The butterfly effect. If a butterfly flapped its wings and you went back in time and squashed that butterfly, it would create so many micro events that eventually, like, the future would be fucked.
The two ones I think make sense are the Back to the Future time travel theory, and then the Avengers Endgame time theory.
I've not seen Avengers Endgame, and I know it's horrendous, but I'm waiting for
It doesn't matter because it's in so many movies that it's not surprising. So, like, Back to the Future is you can see your past self and fuck up the future.
Wait, they travel through time in Endgame?
Yes, they do. Sorry.
Yo, shit.
Well, I mean, like, there's time travel in so many fucking movies now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
wait, was it the Wizard? Doctor Who? Doctor
He
Strange.
can also travel back in time. Remember
Doctor
the time
Strange?
thing? He does it in
Strange.
Doctor Strange. The movie. Remember? He travels back in time?
Doctor Who is the one with the TARDIS.
Well, I guess he doesn't travel back in time. He reverses time's
Yeah.
effects when he dies multiple times. But anyways.
So is it the same thing?
In
or
Avengers,
different?
their theory is that you can never... Have you ever heard of the dilemma where they're like, if you went back in time and killed your grandpa before he had your mom or your dad, and then you could never be born, so that would create a problem?
Oh, that's the one like Back to the Future, you'd fade away.
Yes, you'd fade away. But in this theory, it's if you went back in time and killed your grandpa, essentially what happened is he'd die.
You came from a different dimension then.
No. It's there's just two different timelines.
Yeah, you came from a different. That's what a dimension is.
God damn it! Let me.
Fine, you go first.
Where
my popcorn?
So basically, what they're thinking is that this timeline goes up until you time traveled, and then it just like reverts back to here, except it's now here. So it's one continuous line. It's not multiple lines going side by side. Timeline is always straight. It's always one line.
So if you went back in time, then everything that happened after when you went back in time and say I went back 10 days, everything that would happen in the future 10 days no longer exists.
No.
So it wouldn't be a second line where that one continues without me, because it would just absorb into the one I'm starting again.
Yes.
Okay.
Essentially. Basically what they're meaning to say is anything that has happened will always have happened. You can never undo that. You eating that piece of popcorn, I can never undo it. But if I went back in time and slapped that out of your hand, you still ate that piece of popcorn. But then again, you also did not eat that piece of popcorn. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the show you just watched today where the guy slapped the corn out of the guy's hand.
What the fuck was that?
That was the Goosebumps thing.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Goosebumps.
But that's the Avengers theory. That I'm just calling it the Avengers theory because that's the only time I've ever heard of it. Yeah, that was...
How did they explain it in that movie? There's so many things to talk about in that movie.
It was like the Hulk explains it.
Yo, what was with the Hulk being human or some shit?
I'm gonna be honest, I did not like the movie.
No?
Are you fucking serious?
No. No, I didn't.
Just to take some hate away from you because people are gonna get angry.
I understand that. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I'm just saying I didn't like the movie.
That's the thing, is to take
it's
some hate off
movie.
of you.
It was a good movie.
I'm even worse.
But I
didn't like Homecoming.
You didn't like Homecoming?
Stop! FBI should be knocking this door any minute now. You think I'm gonna keep going after that? Can't do that.